And continuing the theme today, I'd like to discuss a very personal topic for myself and for many people who remember color revolutions in the states of Eastern Europe. Protests continue to rage in Georgia for the fourth day after a pro-Russian government has announced suspension of the Euro integration path of the country. It strongly reminds me of the Maidan revolution in Ukraine in 2014, when police brutality rushed upon the protesters and students after President Yanukovich decided to suspend the Euro integration of Ukraine. After the suspicious elections, where a pro-Russian party unexpectedly, or not, secured a majority in the parliament, the Prime Minister Kabachidze tried to change the president of the country to a pro-Russian one too. He even suspended the national election to include only Georgian Dream representatives in the Special Electoral Commission to choose a new president. After that, Kabachidze announces that the country will not continue its Euro integration process until 2028. And that was it. People rushed to the streets, setting the parliament building on fire, as well as a boogeyman of the prime minister. The United States have announced suspension of the strategic partnership with Georgia on that same day, and the opposition party leader Zurab Jarapidze was arrested during the protests while leaving the demonstration. Police actively used water guns, and the protesters and the people started throwing Molotovs at police units. Just watch at this footage. The resilience and invincibility of this Georgian girl has impressed me very much and impacted me, reminded of the old memories of 2014. Tensions intensified in late October when Georgian Dream claimed victory in the contested election that was widely seen as a referendum on joining the EU. Georgia, which gained independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, as well as Ukraine, has for years pursued EU membership, as well as Ukraine, with the goal of joining the bloc written into its constitution, just like here in Ukraine. The Georgian Dream governing bloc accused the EU of using the prospect of accession talks to blackmail Georgia and to organize a revolution in the country, end of quote. The government's move brought thousands of pro-European Georgians to the streets of the capital, Tbilisi, where they are rallied for consecutive nights despite a violent police backslash. Reuters videos show protesters waving Georgian and EU flags, with Ukrainian symbolic sometimes, and chanting Russian slaves at police officers guarding the parliament building. Police fired water cannons and tear gas at protesters, while men wearing balaclavas were seen running into the crowds and beating individuals. The protests have spread beyond the capital, with Georgian media reporting demonstrations in at least 8 cities and towns as now, according to Reuters. Revolution spreads like fire when the government is about to make an alliance with Russia.